Hello, my name is Jennifer and welcome to part 8 of the Foster Child Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And we are a little later than where we left off. It's not a little later, it's about a day later than where we were yesterday. I did play a little bit off camera and we're just, continuing to skill up the toddlers. So it's a race to see which one is going to become a child first, because it really depends on who maxes all their skills first. And they're kind of all over the place. I can't say that there's any... Oh, okay. They are very much in love with each other and tend to do that a lot. Or they tend to do it. I don't know if they do it a lot. But they tend to do little romantic interactions a lot. So, but anyways, and little Diego here just woke up and he was starving. So I moved the high chair over here. Unfortunately, they still are using it. And he's now got a sugar high because he was given animal crackers, which I would not normally give them, but I'm going to use that to my advantage. Take him out of there, let out, and let him go work on his movement skill. And then when he gets angry because he's had a crash, he'll go back to bed because he's still actually a little bit tired because he woke up because he had to go to the potty and he was a bit hungry. So put him down. And then I really want Diego to come over here and take advantage of that sugar high and play in the ball pit. Play in there a little bit until he's angry, and then he'll go back to bed. So, because none of them have very good thinking, if I remember correctly. I think they have all finally maxed their potty. At the end of the last part, we only had the two girls at the end, Annie and Kara Sue, or Kara, I suppose. Sue is her last name. I just think that sounds kind of pretty all together. They had maxed their potty, but now I think they all have maxed their potty. They have, including Max, but their thinking isn't really the greatest. Max seems to have the highest in the thinking. Yes, he does. But the rest are kind of a little bit, I don't know. It may be a tie. They might be all pretty much ready to age up around the same time. So can she play in here at the same time? Play in ball pit. I don't know if they can play in at the same time. I thought two could play in the ball pit at one time. And they have an entrance from both sides. I know if you have the tunnel you can play, but they don't actually have a lot of money for getting a tunnel. Yeah, she's putting that down and then she's going in to play. And what about you, my dear? Oh, he's lost that. I think once is gonna be enough. And she's like, I don't know what she's doing. She's talking to him, but she's playful, and you know what? She can work on her imagination. She can go play dolls, because that helps. Playful helps with the imagination. She's 4 on imagination and movement, but her thinking is only 2, but almost 3. Okay, you, my dear, you are my boy. You're very angry. I don't know what you're about to do there. You're gonna listen, and then you're gonna go to bed. No. I don't know what you were about to listen to, and hopefully this will help cancel out this interaction. You are going to, because he actually was up all night, and then he slept a little bit during the day, and then he woke up, like I said, because he had to go to the potty, and he also was hungry. So why don't you, their friendship between, because he and Nicholas were talking a lot overnight when they were playing. So are you going to go to bed? You look like you were going to crawl into a different bed. I don't know. Go to bed. Hopefully one of those will work, is all I can say. And because you're angry, and you, Max, once you go here, you should come play in the ball pit too. Because your movement is not quite maxed out. Or maybe you're not going to finish eating. Oh well, you can eat a little bit more later. Because you're energized now, because you had a bath, and you're energized for 3 hours from that bath. And Beatrice is doing what she needs to do. I think the 2 playful ones. And why is Kara? Kara Sue is sad. She's tired. Let me just look after him first. He's getting his story read. Now what's this? We're gonna close that. Stop that. That's broken. You're gonna go to the potty. And then hopefully, once we're finished with that potty, you can get a story. Because it looks like Lacey is doing nothing over there. So she should be able to read to you. I don't know if oh, that's new. I hired a butler. So hopefully the butler will come and repair. Are you coming, my dear? What's taking you so long? You're taking a really long time getting to this bedroom. You need to go to the potty. What does she want to do with Nicholas? She wants to hug Nicholas, and she wants to talk about party with Nicholas. So I think Nicholas doesn't actually have very good skill levels, I have to say, in terms of the... I don't think he has any handiness. So fixing a TV would be something that I would think would be a bit dangerous. And honestly, Nicholas is intending to go to work, so it should be... it should really be Lacey that reads the book. Let me look at that. Did I ever buy the handiness book? I'm not sure. I did. So I'm going to have her read the handiness book, because everybody seems to be preoccupied at the moment. Or occupied, not preoccupied. They all seem to be occupied and busy. So I'll have her work on the Nerd Brain Aspiration for now. And have her... I'm thinking the first book must have been a parenting book that I had her read. And or possibly the vampire, I honestly have no idea. The first vampire book. Okay, so you, my dear, you're tired. So you, I guess this is your bed if you're going there. Are we going to go bedtime story? Can we do that? Can you do a bedtime story instead of going to bed? Because it would be better if you had a bedtime story, because then that works on your imagination while you're going to bed, and you're less likely to have a nightmare. It seems to be the way. And here, what are you doing? You're going potty. Yes, my good little ones who have level 3 potty, and they're all going to the potty on their own without, so they don't use their diaper as much. I have seen them use their diaper, but not as much. And he's running around, or what's he doing? He's watching. You know what? You should go back and play some more here. Gotta take advantage of that. I'll do that a couple of times. I haven't really noticed much skill from that slide, I have to say. But, and she is still reading. So she's level 2 of the handiness skill. Speaking of skills, I don't know, maybe we should see whether we have handiness in the club. We do, so that's a good thing. Because we may as well have her level up that quite a lot. And we have a couple of paintings that they have painted. That was a small Impressionism painting by Nicholas, worth $4.28. It was excellent, which he needs to be. It doesn't really matter whose inventory. Oh, Nicholas did that one too, $1,075 for our next street sale, which we'll do later. I don't know. Hopefully one of our kids, maybe one of them will be a child and they can do the street sale for us. Child labor. Not really. They're just helping contribute to the house, just like they do with the frogs whenever we breed the frogs. So... how is Nicholas? He's kind of... he's not repairing that. I don't want him to repair. That's the only reason I like to actually skill up them all a little bit. And she is playing in the pantry, is Beatrice. She is playful, because I think she's silly. She is indeed my silly one. And what are the rest of her needs like? She's a little bit tired. Why don't you, before... okay, I can't keep them straight because there's so many of them. Her imagination is almost... okay, what we're going to do is, I know you're going to go to bed. Okay, just go to bed. It's too hard to fight it. You want to go to bed? You go to bed. Why don't you, even though you're playful, why don't you ask for study shape help from Genji, because he's right there. Yay, she's level 3 of that. And Nicholas, how are your needs? Why don't you take a thoughtful shower, get some of that going. Because I think once Annie's done here a little bit, maybe we'll have her go to the potty and, you know, oh good, that's helping her attention. Are you actually going to do what I asked you to do? Looks like it. Good, good. Very good. Can you get up to level 3, I should say, of thinking? So you would be my second child at level 3, because Max is also already at level 3, and he is hungry. And his movement is just shy of 5, which will, the good thing about that is that he'll be really, really quick moving around. But he already is pretty quick, because level 4 is pretty... look at him go, and his movement's going. He's continuing to go. He's really zooming around. He's my fast one. I don't think any of them have maxed their movement skill. Diego is 3. Really have no idea which one is going to be, unless they're all like gonna hit them all like bang, bang, bang kind of together. So she has finished, I think. Her handiness is now, she's not quite level 4 of handiness. And the butler, I could have sworn I hired a butler. Oh no, she had a nightmare. It looks like she's, oh, there's the butler. She's about to go wake up the butler. I assigned the bed over here. That's why the butler's not around, because the butler's in bed. She is over here in this room. Now she has had a nightmare, and she's tired, and she's hungry. Where's the food? I guess it either was bad or it just got put away. I'm not sure which it was. Why don't you just come and eat some food? There. Don't go wake up the butler. The butler's really, really far away. It doesn't actually make a lot of sense for you to wake up the butler, because she's like in a different building. That started off as Nicholas's residences, but then they got together very quickly and he ended up just staying in the master suite in the main house instead. But so she is level 4 of handiness. I think you can try repairing that now. You're gonna be my repair girl. Okay, you don't need to read anymore. It's gonna be boring for you. I don't know why it's telling you, because it only goes to level 4, but it looked like it was like bumping her up a little bit. He is still energized. Did he max his movement skill? Not quite. Is he running around? I guess he's dancing. Run from being wild. 2 hours. Yeah, I'm not going to give him the active trait when he ages up, because I don't want him to be just automatically getting energized easily. Oh, we have another nightmare, and gonna go wake up the nanny again. Not the nanny, the butler. Oh, what's with that? That doesn't make any sense. Don't wake up the butler. The butler is, for one thing, really far away, and for another thing, it's just silly. Just, do something productive. You've had a pretty good sleep. Do some sim shape there. I don't know that I noticed the Wabbit tablet really helps level them up very quickly, but do it anyways. So why don't you, if you can easily, try doing some rallying of the troops so that you can keep going all night long. And hopefully that's easy enough. Good. She's finished that and it's repaired. So you're going to scavenge for parts, and then we'll put that in the garbage. And she is still sad. She is exhausted. Can she have a nap? Can she have a bedtime story? Will that help her go to bed? Lacey, you're finished doing that, scavenging for parts. So you can go, hopefully, read her to bed. And you are okay for now. Maybe you should just eat. And then you are on this. So why don't you come over here and do a painting. Do another painting to work on this, on that. And he is dancing. He looks like he's just about to almost level his thing. Doing a little twirly. He's so cute in that little outfit. Make it? Are you gonna get it? When are you gonna get that little tick, that last tick? No. Keep dancing. Let's get that. We want you to go up. Oh, he's not energized anymore. Oh well. It wasn't like we really needed him to get to it. I was just kind of wanting him to get to it. That was it. You know what? Why don't we see if he can ask to read. Yay, he's maxed. We're gonna ask for, oops, cancel that. Didn't mean to. Let me do that a little slower. Ask to read a toddler book. And I was gonna make it be Genji. And you can stop dancing now. And she is up there to stop. You know what, dear? You're really tired. Don't go to bed. Actually grab something to eat so you don't wake up starving in the morning. And you are sad. And you're eating in the bathroom. And have you stuck... Okay. You just go to the bathroom there, Lacey. She has a whim to have a baby. Technically under the rules, they're only supposed to have the foster kids. Then I may let her go with that whim. But not quite yet, because I'd like at least a couple of the toddlers to be kids before she gets pregnant. Because, I think they already have their hands pretty full with what they have. Though, of course, we could adopt instead, or Cats and Dogs is coming out, we could get a pet as our 8th member of our household. But they were saying in the live stream that the pets get sick every few days, and that seems kind of excessive, and I'm not sure I want to really have a pet if they get sick every few days. That seems like a lot to me. So, you know what? You just go to the potty. And you're getting pretty fast there too. You're just going to, don't go to bed. Or you're putting the dishes. You are tired. I'm not saying you can't go to bed. I'm just saying I think you need to have, I can click on the right thing. Bedtime story. Are you done, Lacey? Are you done eating? I think you've probably had enough to eat, Lacey. I just let you eat a little bit. Because you were a little teensy bit hungry. And you're not hungry anymore. And since oh, he's painting on his own. Because I'm pretty sure I told him to paint that one. That was $6.69. If I can get it into his inventory. I don't know why I can't get it into the inventory. There we go. Some spoiled food. Better breed the frogs because that's our real moneymaker at the moment. As well as the paintings. The paintings are a huge moneymaker, especially when we have a street sale with them. But they do take some work to have that street sale. That was in Diego's inventory, and he has to go to potty again. It's never ending. They get potty, and tired, and it doesn't seem to give him a lot of time to level up their skills. So she's reading to little Beatrice. I'm curious to see what they look like when they age up. Oh, she's got level 5 of imagination from having the story read to her while she's going to bed. That's another benefit of reading to them when they go to bed, is that it helps work on their imagination skill. As well as, I think I've noticed a reduction in their nightmares if they have stories read to them. I don't know that I've really noticed the nightlights. The nightlights give them a nice happy moodlet, but I don't notice that it actually reduces their nightmares so much. She doesn't really need 2 in her inventory. 1 is enough, so I'll do that. So you going to go tuck in? What are you doing? You're watching. Where are you watching him? He's not even anywhere. He's like over in the other room. So how is he doing? He's a little tired. He was a little hungry. You know, do I have any food that you can eat in your inventory? No, I don't. Does anyone have anything they can give you? Don't really want to give you dragon fruit. They're a little bit too valuable. You can have some mushrooms. There. You can eat a couple of mushrooms. And then you have a whim to change clothes. So we will change your outfit into some PJs. He only has 1 PJ. I guess I never really gave him a lot more PJs. So then you can ask for a bedtime story. How tired is he anyways? And eat another mushroom. Don't watch kids. You're gonna get bored. It's okay when the kids are around, but you get a bored moodlet if you have it otherwise. You're going to say, why don't you just talk about dinosaurs? Why don't you just talk a couple of things to help build your relationship, though your communication is actually maxed. Instead of that, we're going to say friendly. This is where I guess you could ask to read a book, and then after you've had that, you can have a bedtime story from Nicholas, and that will help work on your imagination. So really, for him, he has to get his thinking all the way up to 5 from 3, but his imagination is at 4. So I think he's my one in the lead so far. Though, of course, Diego is almost at 5 of communication, but still, he's well behind Max. Max is definitely ahead. I'm just taking one last look. Beatrice is pretty good, but she's still behind. He's my one who's the most in ahead. And Annie is decent. Yeah, it's funny. My inquisitive one, if anything, I would say he's the furthest behind, but that's just kind of hard without like really putting all the pictures up at the same time. To really tell for sure which one is the one who's ahead and behind. So there's our butler, Aredia, perhaps, I don't know. Her traits, if I remember correctly, I quickly bought Nicholas the the observant trait, so we could learn her traits to see whether we want to keep her or not, which we decided we would. And she is, if I can find her, I can't find her. Here she is. She is a genius, she is materialistic, and she is a snob, and we are just acquaintances with her. Oh, looks like someone's having a bath. Okay, where are you doing? Okay, you're gonna go read Max to sleep. Good. And for some reason you're coming into the bathroom first before you do that. What type of bath are you having? Don't take a bubble bath. Why don't you take a bath with soaks? Why don't you take a milk, honey, and whatever? Are you going to come and read to Max? Because that's what you're supposed to do. Come read to Max. Let's get Max. Maybe Max will be our child that we get up. No, he didn't get a story read to. You're supposed to get a story read to. Or maybe he is. Let's see if this is successful. Okay, what are you doing? Are you reading to Max or not? Read Max to sleep. Okay, well, hopefully that's successful, but I think we're going to leave it on that note. And I may play another day or so off camera, but hopefully one of them will be able to age up in the next part. And if it requires me to play a little bit off camera, then that's fine. But that's it for this part. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much.